Alright, good evening world. You're looking pretty good to me right now, so I'm gonna try and conquer you tonight. Just gonna double check, make sure the stream is loading alright, and let me know if the sound is a little off. Okay, I'm just going to assume everything's alright unless someone says otherwise. So, I should probably change the stream title as well. That would be useful. Yes, everything's fully professional here today. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so, let's get the paperwork out of the way first. I will be attempting to conquer the world as an Asian one-province miner. By conquer the world, I mean conquer. There's not going to be... At the end of the game, there's not going to be vassals or protectorates or any of that. It'll just be pure conquest. My name stretching from tip to tip. The only exception will be the colonial nations of the Americas. There's a way around that, but I'm not too bothered. After the Navarra stream, I find myself quite fond of the colonial nations. One province miner, so I'm going to be playing as a country that has only one province. That's a stipulation. The other stipulation is that they will be in Asia. By Asia, I mean the game's own terms of Asia, which I believe the border is here, along Nagai, Kara, Ak, the Mamluks. So even my beloved Ramazan and Dulkadir count as being in Europe. Make of that what you will. So, before I even start, I want to thank my fellow strategists, Lucas, Lucky, Callum, and especially Tandy, because they're helping me brainstorm this whole thing. And I want to give a shout out to Mr. Gup, who actually gave me the idea of playing as a nation that I'm choosing today. So, Tengu actually starts in a very precarious position as a vassal of Shan, but that's not too bad. I know ways around that ever since the Foix game. Their ideas are also pretty damn good. I mean, tax and infantry ability right off the bat. Prestige at 20% manpower is god tier. Religious unity is always helpful. The big ones I really like are the infantry cost and the core creation cost. Now those are fantastic ideas that make Tengu a particularly good nation to play. Which makes it a real shame that we're not going to be playing as them. In fact, I'm going to play as the Ming. Iron Man on. And away we go. Now if you squint your eyes just right, Ming really is just a one-province miner. A 52 one-province miner. So, what is there to say about the mighty Ming? Well, you're pretty crap. You've got all these provinces, culturally fairly unified. You make loads of money, but you're ruled by the faction system, which really determines what your strengths are. The real trouble with Ming is that you are hampered by inward perfection, which is a massive nerf to absolutely everything. Seems to be a bit of confusion in the chat. I'm not going back on my promise. I will be playing as a one-province miner, so when I say Ming is a one-province miner, you'd better believe that Ming is one province large. So, yeah, trouble with Ming really is this inward perfection. It makes everything really hampered. You're in the Chinese tech group that gets the -1 to all your points. Your starting ruler and heir are both criminally bad. Just going through that inward perfection. Build cost doubled, half tax, half stability, half merchants, half trade power, half manpower, force limits, trade income. Advisor cost double, less one advisor. 50% tech cost, quarter off your discipline. Core creation cost doubled, half chance of new heir, -4 diplomatic relations, so you can't actually have any diplo relations for free, and your religious unity and unjust demands also are nerfed. So there you go. So what can we do about all that? Well, first thing I want to do is get myself west as fast as possible because I'm not one to hang around here. So we'll start off by getting some military access through Tibet. They should allow that. Also need to pay attention to my force limit here. Yeah, we can afford quite a few more men, and by men I mean horses, because the only acceptable strategy is more horses. 6 of them? Nah, not quite enough. Try maybe 8 of them. So just how far west can I get as quickly as possible? Well, Delhi seems a good target because they can let me penetrate a bit further. So I want to see if I can get a Casus Belli on them. Meanwhile, I should be sending my troops as far and as fast as possible. There we go. So, how do I get over here? Delhi might not be in need of any loan, so it's touch and go whether or not they'll accept. Straight off the bat, the Manchu hate us, but that's okay. Ah, that's right. Ming has an impressive fleet, but we're not going to need that, so sink most of it. The rest can protect our trade in Beijing. And since everyone automatically takes our Hangzhou trade there, I'm going to stick my merchant to transfer power down here in the Canton trade node, which we dominate anyway. Like I said, this is going to be a one province minor world conquest, so don't be fooled by appearances. Your problem is your lack of imagination. You just need to reject reality to make the impossible possible. Quite a lot of things can easily go wrong in this. For example, if I get an early stability hit, I lose the Mandate of Heaven, and that makes everything really terrible. Wow, Dmitri seems pretty riled up. But don't you worry, everything will be a-okay. Need to get that military access to get my troops over as quickly as possible, because we need to embrace some more Western ideas. It's quite unfortunate that Delhi doesn't want this loan, because they are a prime expansion candidate early on. I'm sure that tone will change though. The trouble with asking for all this military access is that it's eating into our diplomacy points very heavily, because each single diplomatic relation we take reduces our diplo points by 1 each month, and that's fairly deadly. I'll be checking those quite frequently, just to see if they will accept any of my good-intentioned loans. Also trying to get my troops over, but in a somewhat spaced-out manner so they don't chew on the Tibetan attrition, which is truly awful. They're only allied with Bengal. Hopefully they see the light before too long. The important thing about a world conquest is thinking outside the box, because I don't want too much of a grind. So if I can get myself west as quickly as possible, I can get around some of that. Now Bengal is open to the loan idea now. We're stinking rich as the Ming, so we can afford to flaunt our cash. Fairly guaranteed that Bengal is not going to pay me back on that loan. Ming has 52 provinces in 1444. Definitely not OP. Right, my men are really chewing on the attrition here. That's not a problem. Okay, now the Timurids have come for Delhi. That's actually fairly bad news for us. But we gotta do what we gotta do. I think they will change their tone about that loan offer fairly soon, actually. Yeah, when I say I'm going to do a world conquest, I'm going to do a world conquest. Don't you worry about that. Now, Delhi is in trouble with the Timmy, so I'm sure they will be very interested in one of my loans. Which is good, gives me two opportunities. I can go for Bengal or Delhi. It is unfortunate that Timmy came so quickly, but I'm sure we can get around that. This is some pretty horrible attrition to chew on. Let's get these guys over there. That way I can end my military access treaty with Tibet, stop chewing up my diplo relations because they're not growing at all. Some people have no imagination. What a shame. Right, Delhi is in big trouble with the Timurid. But that's okay. It's actually a big problem for this run, but I will deal with Timmy in due time. Ha! Leronade on the loan. I wonder what they'll take from Delhi though. I'm asked how long I plan on streaming for. Well, given this could take a restart or two, I will be here for quite a long time. Should be at least 4 hours, could be upwards of 7. Ooh, lots of money or inflation? Well, inflation's pretty bad. It's expensive. Again, all this losing money, it's nae good. Oh man, I'm getting some really bad events here. Still, if anything, Timmy have done me a favour here. Yeah. Oh god, they're even at war with Baluristan. How unpleasant for you. Allied with Bengal, who will help them? Well, first things first, we're getting a temple faction into power because they dramatically increase our discipline 25%, which makes up for the inward perfection minus 25%, so should put us on equal footing. Still, Delhi is pretty broken, so should be a cakewalk anyway. Can't assume these things though. Also, I'm putting my heir in charge because I want him dead. You know what they say, if you want to defeat the Timurid Empire, stand back and watch. I got a mission to form an alliance with Korea, which would get me quite a bit of Diplo. Seems like a good idea. Some prestige as well, which is always good. You wanna help me out here, Korea? Ah, good lad. Oh no, I ain't marrying you. No. I will, however, call you to arms. You bastard. But that freed up their Diplo slot. And I think I'll also free up a Diplo slot by getting rid of that military access treaty that I've got here in Nepal. Oh, free stability. Just what we need, as well as better temple faction leadership. Alright, Timmy, you have gone too far now. At war with Crimea, Nogai and the Ottomans. Sometimes the game just wants you to win. In a way, Bengal got off scot-free. They got the loan from me, and I'm not even going to be touching them. I need to have a look at Delhi. Delhi's a bit problematic. Nothing we can't deal with, though. Speed up since not much is happening. Now, I'm reading the chat here, at least I'm trying to, because it's passing by faster than I'm used to. A lot of people confused about the lack of one province minor. Well, you're just not using your imagination, that's the problem. I mean, what is OPM anyway? You should just sit back and enjoy the ride. Also, I can farm just a little bit of prestige off of this one troop here. They're in the war as well, so stomp. Yeah, in a way this situation's pretty good. Wasn't what I was expecting at all, but I can still make more out of it. Right, so I've 100%ed Delhi. And I'm just going to take one province. That's all I really need. I'd love to vassalize them, but they're just a bit too expensive to do that. They'd be 128. So we'll take just the one province. I don't need his money either. I will, however, get rid of his... No, we can keep that Bengal alliance. He might need it. One province is a-okay for me, and using this one province I am going to fabricate two claims. One will be on Bangladesh and the other will be on Punjab. Now before I do that, I've got my rival set as you. I also want to set Timmy as a rival. They're pretty neutral towards me, for better or for worse. Let's get that claim of Punjab on the go. It's more important to get that one before the Bangladesh one. I don't want any revolts on Sirhind. But I'm not sure I want to spend 70 military power, so we'll leave it be. Dimitri, you need to calm down. Shouting about what's going on isn't going to change it. Everything will be alright. Hopefully. I mean, so far things haven't gone as planned, but in a way that might be for the better. These Punjabi nationalists could end up being a right pain. What has Timurid got anyway? Timurids are really lacking in manpower, but they have a lot of men. Troublesome. I also want to keep a close eye on what my neighbours up here are doing. Korea still loves me, even though I hate them for breaking our alliance. Right, Oryats are angry towards me. Currently at war. Not a war that's going to damage them, though. They will probably attack me. Who needs mercantilism? I don't. Now Japan. I actually want to see Japan do quite well. What do we got? Now, as Ming, with the factions, you get all these events relating to your factions, which are oh, good lord! So I either lose 2 stability or gain 25 administration power. That's a no-brainer. Some of the events are downright absurd. Pay attention to Delhi, he's got barely any troops, which is good. Good for me, at least. Now we got Conquest on Timmy. Be a shame not to put it to use, but my diplomat is currently in transit. What am I going to do about these Punjabi guys? They might come here, given that this is Punjabi cultured. So in prep for that, it's got a force limit of, well, supply limit of 21, so let's get those mercs on the go. I want them. People are asking if I'm using any mods. I'm using the Better User Interface mod, because my eyesight is dreadful and I can't see otherwise. Oh good, they're not even going for me, they're going for Multan. Well, Timmy. You might be winning your war against Crimea, Nogai and the Ottomans, God knows how. God knows how indeed. But you ain't got no manpower. You also have no vassals. Well, I can capitalise on all of these things. Allied with Golden Horde and Kazan. If memory serves, neither of those have a land border, although they could get access through Nogai, who they're at war with. So it could be worthwhile me just waiting, because they would never get access otherwise. Or maybe through Uzbek. Uzbek, who's at war with the Oryat. But this is a good chance to attack them. It's incredibly risky, but what is life without risk? Get my air on the go. Go. Ha! Golden Horde didn't join in. Kazan did though, but Kazan will probably get into trouble with well, speaking of getting into trouble, that is trouble. That is a lot of trouble. Nothing too troublesome for the Ming though. I got a very lucky early shock roll there. Definitely very lucky. Get my good horses and good infantry over to the side that is not currently wrecked. and get them onto the very defendable province of row your boat. Also, the need for mercs is dire. It's tempting to put harsh treatment there, but we're going to risk it. It's also imperative that I keep the Temple faction in business. They're pretty good. They lower your war exhaustion every month by 0.1, and that's a lot. I'm going to want quite a lot of troops ready to repel any invaders. To be honest, I don't have nearly enough troops right now. Tempted to put down that harsh treatment just to prevent any from rising up. It's only 70 military power. Let's do it. We'll do it live. Wow, absolutely drinking attrition here. This looks like a job for the mercenaries. I don't even have that many of them though. I have manpower, just I don't want to be losing 2,000 of it a pop, especially when they have all those troops still to go. But if I hold row, that's a good choke point for them, especially since it's mountainous terrain. Perhaps I should push forward first, just so I can actually see what's going on. We must push west fast. As I thought, I haven't even hired any advisors. I'm gonna want that better relations guy, but I also want better dip rep. Production efficiency, let's get the guys that actually make me money here. And discipline, always good. Oh, now that's not good. Punjabi nationalists are problematic here. They're gonna wipe those guys. What to do about the Punjab question? I'm going to combine these two armies and stick this little dude out to explore further. Those Punjabi rebels are incredibly strong. I wish I was on the other side so that Timmy could deal with them instead of me. Timmy's still wrapped up in his Crimean War. Okay, great, they're moving away. I wonder if they popped up or if they came back from Multan. I can't see if they occupied Multan. Alright, let's keep the... Oh, no, you stay right there. This is incredibly risky. I don't like moving around with all these Punjabi rebels floating about. If Punjab becomes a free nation, that's trouble for me. Yet at the same time, maybe it's not too bad. We'll see what comes of them. Speaking of problematic, I should definitely be investing in seeing further afield. It's annoying that Timmy can just pop out of nowhere and do that to me. But there's little I can do. I suppose I could try and get more troops over to Row. I want Row. I really want Punjab, it's my war goal, but not so simple, unfortunately. I have one diplomatic relation. Must be my access to Kangara. Alright. This war's not over yet. I don't want to invest more troops into that battle. It's not going to go well for me. Unless I get some obscenely good rolls. But I need to put the boot into Timmy. Oh no, no, that isn't worth investing in. Try and defend a bit better. You need Administrative Technology 3 to support rebels, so I cannot do the rebel trick. It's just one of those things you can't worry about. Ah! Crafty bugger. Very crafty bugger. This is going not so well, I tell ya. Timmy, what can I do about you? I suppose the only answer is more horses. Although he did kind of wipe me there. Get back, Timmy. You are no match for the horses. Gee, everyone's really low strength. I should recuperate slightly, but I really want row. I also don't want to engage in his rebels. Those rebels are really, really troublesome for me right now. If I sit in row, I drink the attrition. Could be my best bet anyway. But defeating these guys early on, it's got to be done. Even when there's results like that, got to keep the faith alive. Ah, he ended his other war. Now, Kazan. If I knew how many troops you had involved in this, I could whittle it down a bit. Timurids are down to 10,000. So they're providing another roughly 11,000 to the cause. I'm not using... Oh, they're using their ruler. Okay. Was not... did not notice that. Thankfully, as the Ming, we've got huge stockpiles of cash. Ah, there we go. How are the Punjabi nationalists doing? Not too bad. Keep this tiny unit exploring, because they're giving me some eyes over the Timurids. They must be licking their wounds here with low war enthusiasm. So, what do we got here? A garrison of still about 3,000. Let's see if this helps at all. Try and spread out. I need I need Timmy face down in the dirt right now. Also, if anybody remembers my old looting tactics, they're back in force. That's what this little stack is doing. Not that I need the money, but I am kinda hemorrhaging it, even for Ming. Still, sometimes you just gotta merc hard. Aim high, merc hard. See, Luke knows what it's all about. Just gotta keep the faith. Something will happen, surely. Although, to be honest, things are not going so well. Trouble is that I don't hold Punjab. I would love the ticking war score from it. At the moment all I can do is lick my wounds. Listen, when I do what I'm gonna do, you're not gonna believe it. That's all there is to it. Right, I do not want to pierce into any desert provinces, because then they get a fairly large bonus. The Horde bonus that we're all very familiar with from the Golden Horde game. Excellent, I got Row. Temptation to move on Punjab is immense. I hope those Rebs don't come and wreck my day. Now I moved those troops. Ah, hello Punjab. Thank you, please. Oh yeah, they got a bollock ton of troops, don't they? Well, they won't be able to keep them forever. Not my best move there. Not my best move at all. Okay, Timmy's getting wrecked by Rebs. As I said, if you want to defeat the Timurid Empire, step back and watch. Punjab only has Tech 2. And my scouting party is dead. Gotta keep those temple factions in power. It's very important. Where's he going? Kalob? I got enough time to get away though. No problem. Timmy is also desperately low on troops here. I swear, Jake, I sat around since 6 waiting for this. Okay, our terrible heir is now king. That might be really bad. If he dies, it's ogre. When's he getting there? The 6th. Okay. Don't let me down. Great. Now it'll take quite a bit before they give me anything. But we will survive. Damn you, Jake, I have finals coming up. Isn't it Easter break for kids? It's worth remembering that you can recruit mercenaries in occupied provinces, so let's get on that. Another one bites the dust. Hey, Ming is coming to get you. Okay, so he's settling for sieging that province, which works for me. Perhaps I should do something about the Punjab question. He's sitting there rotting away with attrition. I wonder if I could defeat him. Might be better to take out the Timurids first. Maybe I should go for total domination of Timmy. There's a lot to be done and not a lot of time to do it. And that money is burning a hole in my pocket. I got something that qualifies as an idea here. Oh, come on, surely recruiting mercs in occupied provinces isn't blowing your mind. It's been that way since Europa 3 at least. Now I'm leaving myself wide open here. This isn't very good of me. I think I'm getting too greedy with my sieges. Yeah, he's forming up into a big stack. I shouldn't be allowing this. But what can a man do? "11 patriots in Sirand, but they'll be Punjabi rebs, so they'll be yeah, patriots, so they'll be happy towards Punjab. Let us negotiate. You know, we're peace-loving people around here. It'd be very risky to assault that fortress, but it would be a quick way to get Punjab out of the picture without any unnecessary bloodshed. Perhaps I shall march my infantry towards it. Try to deal with it. Yeah, there we go. Ah, but they managed to take my province. That's no good. Right, 14th, 23rd, so you're gonna die. Yeah, I should give up gore, it's not worth sacrificing my men for. But on the other hand, maybe it is. Ah, good, he's dismissing loads of his men right now. Put him to sword for what he's done. I won't even need my extra men now. Juggling a lot of things here. I know I could take Roe, but what I'm looking for is releasing Afghanistan. That's big picture stuff though, considering the situation I'm in. It might be better just to settle for Roe. Tricky, tricky, tricky. If I start losing the war with Timmy. Okay. Okay. That ain't good. That isn't good at all. You know, between the Rebs and the everything, I think I shall settle for Roe right now. Hopefully Ming will get wrecked by Rebs on his own accord. I'll take his money just to try and make sure he gets knocked out rather. Allied with only Kazan, and given his run-in with the Ottomans earlier. Let's see. War exhaustion, overextension, lack of unity. He's got positive stability and good legitimacy. Yeah, we'll settle for Roe for now. There's other things to be done. Get my troops out of here and onto Roe. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, damn. By moving off of Punjab, I lost the breach on it. Let's get some harsh treatment going on Roe, because I don't want any hassle from there. There we go. Allied with Bengal and Mewat. Allied. You've made a few friends, Bengal and Mewat. Oh no, these are people that you're just in a war with right now. Together. I'm having none of that, I'm afraid. Now I declare war, it's specifically I forged a claim on Bangladesh. Because that way Delhi will become war leader and stay war leader, because they are the junior partner in this vassalage relationship. So even though even though Bengal is stronger and likely to take over war leader, they can't because Delhi is the overlord. They take precedence. So I declare on Bangladesh. I only need 1,000 men to take care of this. The rest can take care of the Delhis. Delhi-licious. Get out of here, Delhi. Nice try, but not nice enough. Okay. So far, so not bad. Take care of Mewat while we're at it. Loads of money, or don't lose loads of money. Tricky, isn't it? The temples are quite heavily in power anyway, so no. Even though the Ming is big and rich, I have certainly taken liberties with that money. By booting the bureaucrats out of the office, I've lowered tax everywhere by 50%. On top of, well, that's because we've got inward perfection, which sticks with you until you westernize, so that is a thing. At least I'm getting nice prestige from all this. Right, no army for you, Mawat. Can't be too careful with Timmy here. I'm gonna get another claim on Kabulbastan. Zabulba. You need to upgrade your pod racer, I'm afraid. Oh, beautiful. That's nice. That's nice. That's my reward for having balls of steel against Timmy. Right, can just about annex Punjab. Unfortunately, you can't annex a country that has any other occupation. So that's a nice trick if you want to survive and you don't want to run away like a coward. Just occupy some other land and then you can't be annexed. Okay, things going alright. I got my province of Surind back, and Punjab can join the fold. Also, it doesn't cost me anything to take it, because that's my war goal. So... do I want it right now? Because I don't think I do. We'll just leave it as is for a little bit. I need to take care of Delhi. Also, yeah, you're right. I don't want my king to die right now. Where is he? Leading a siege. Well, watch as that doesn't remain the case. Get out of there. I would lose Mandate of Heaven if my king died right now. Yeah, maybe I should give you a quick rundown of these modifiers we get. We get the Mandate of Heaven so long as we keep our nation fairly secure, and by that you have to have your factions. Well, you're pretty much stuck with those as Ming. You have 20 cities, better than 0 stability, better than 60 legitimacy. Why does it list cities twice? Whatever, and you lose them if you westernize. Inward perfection, you simply just have to have factions, which, yeah. Now there's a good reason. Yeah, if I don't hit my mic. There's a good reason that Ming falls apart when you just look at them and give them a stiff breeze. When you damage them enough, as in bring down their stability, they lose the Mandate of Heaven, and that lowers their tax by 100%. So just let that one sink in for a little bit. Also, it just makes everything really painful. Right, discovered while fabricating on Timmy. He's certainly going to hate me for a while. Hopefully he falls apart. But we have to be prepared. He could come for us. Let that Great Wall tumble. Let the bricks hit the floor. Alright. Delhi is on its way out. Also, I'm trying to keep my manpower quite high to avoid such things as a peasant war. I'm sure many of you have had it before. You know that it's not pretty. Well, imagine how bad it would be, because you would lose your Mandate of Heaven, so stability would get 50% more expensive on top of everything else. But you can avoid the peasant war if you keep your manpower high. That's why I used mostly mercenaries, and that's why I went pretty broke during those early wars there. Just as planned. Alright, just need that one province to fall, and Delhi becomes old news. God, I moved on my Watan much later. Take care of that Bangladesh for some free prestige. I got a +1 from tearing down the Great Wall of China, because that makes sense. Right, so you become a vassal of me, Delhi. I'm not going to take your money because that would be pretty cruel. Oh, what? Oh. Oh yeah, they were involved in a war, weren't they? With Koch. Huh, okay. And now comes the coalition, but that's okay. Ah, it's nothing. We've already got all our wars on the go anyway. The bureaucrat faction does indeed lower stability cost. It's one of the best ones for peacetime because it gives you 50% extra tax as well. But I need those temple factions, otherwise my what's it called, discipline just melts away, and I can't be having any of that. Okay, well, as war leader I say, what do you want? If you want that province, you can just have it, you know. And yeah, no longer a province of Malwa. Fantastic. This actually works in my favour. I can weaken the Indian countries at no personal expense. Yeah, sure. I wonder if that costs me any... that's going to cost me 50 diplomatic points, isn't it? Let's watch my diplo points go down, even though it says it's free. It says it costs them 50 diplo, but it cost me 50 diplo. Paradox! Right, we got our conquest on Timmy. And we're almost at peace. We just need to take care of the Punjabi question. Punjab, what you gonna do? You're getting annexed by me, that's what. Alright, so all is well. Maybe not completely well, but well enough. Now I said I'd be a one province miner, so let's avoid taking any extra provinces. You know, it's one thing to lie and be a 52 province miner, but a 55 province miner? That doesn't cut the mustard. So we're giving Delhi back these provinces. As someone in chat rightfully said, diplo points, only a number. And we just got 25 of them. Right, take Punjab, I really don't want it. Now, advantage of the temple faction is 100% cheaper core creation cost. Now some of you might be going, oh my god! But unfortunately, as Ming, you are stuck with inward perfection, which is 100% extra core creation cost. And if you got rid of inward perfection, you'd be getting rid of your factions as well. So sorry to disappoint. But that's alright. 108 months is a-okay. So we're going to increase our relations with our good friend Delhi. And I need to think about Timmy. He's back at war with Crimea in the Timurid succession war? You're in a personal union under the Golden Horde. Well. Okay. That's a thing. What? Huh. Okay. I'm just calculating in my head how this impacts on pretty much everything. It means Timmy can't start any wars with me. My original plan was to punch out Afghanistan so that Timmy couldn't hurt me too bad early on. But if he's stuck under Golden Horde, it's not too bad, but for some reason that it would fall apart on Monarch death. The Monarch is 30, so what's the case? Does the Golden Horde have negative prestige? I don't know. But I'm not going to fight Timmy, but have to deal with the Golden Horde. We're just going to leave things as they are right now. So I'm coring this province. I quite could quite do with getting rid of some of these mercs, because they're getting on my tits. I know money is only a number, but they're pretty expensive. I'll send some of them down to Punjab. Or no, not Punjab. Stick them on their capital. And then everything will be okay. Golden Horde reclaiming their might. It seems like every time I play with a nation, next time I give them to the AI just learns. Which makes me kind of proud. Now with +1 stability and being at peace, I can denounce Neo-Confucianism, or I can agree to it. But since agreeing to it gives us tolerance of heretics, and if anyone's had more than 2 tolerance of heretics, they know that that's terrible, we're going to denounce it. The yearly legitimacy will certainly help. And oh man, I am still really excited about Heiying Zhu. So what now? Well, now's the time to grab a sandwich and a cup of coffee, because I don't have too much to do right now. We're going to forge some claims, because why not? No need to say that Bangladesh is our most hated enemy anymore. We can say that Manchu is, and get some claims going. Paradox is taking notes. Don't know what they'd be taking notes of right now. I haven't shown anything. I've conquered 1 province as Ming. Someone give me a round of applause. Somebody asks, why is 2% tolerance of heretics a bad thing? Having more than 2% tolerance of heretics is a trigger for an awful event where provinces will flip to the heretic version of that religion. So my Confucian provinces would flip to Buddhist or Hindu or Shinto. And it's terrible. And if you have a large empire, it keeps happening. So always try to keep your tolerance of heretics below 2. I mean, 1 is good, saves you getting revolt risk, but it's not pretty. Kind of want to make some dosh right now, quite a lot of dosh, but I make plenty. I would put the bureaucrats in faction to get even more money, but there's no real need, no pressing desire. So we kind of sit back and admire our work so far. I am too good, taking 1 province and all. So people are probably wondering, why on earth have I taken Ro? What am I thinking? Well, we want to push west pretty fast because, you know, the more time goes on, the more Western powers are going to lick us silly. The point of having Delhi as a vassal, well, they're pretty strong in the area. And got quite a few cores as well. But the 4 provinces they have initially are good enough. And although you couldn't normally core Ro on its own, if it borders a province of a vassal within your own continent, you can core it. So that's why I was able to core Ro. I could have made Multan or Kashmir my vassal, but Multan tends to be a target of Timurids, and Kashmir tends to be a target of everyone. Yeah, vassal of Chagatai. Alright, the bureaucrats are in office. I'm just going to let them be. If I get a revolt, I'll pump military power into the Temple faction to instantly get the 25% discipline. But for now, there's no real risk of Ro revolting because I stamped it down with harsh treatment. We're getting some claims going here. Let's try Geola. I'm being asked, why am I not converting the heretics? Well, if you haven't noticed, I don't have a single troop stationed in Ming proper. And Ming has a lot of minus revolt risk modifiers. -5 from Mandate of Heaven, 3 from Celestial Empire. So heresy is not really much of a burden on us right now. Not only that, having the bureaucrats in charge is 50% more religious unity. There's a lot to look into these factions. The point of all the factions is to offset the negative impact of inward perfection, which you're stuck with Ming until you westernize. So you might notice I've only got 1 merchant. Well, if I wanted an extra merchant, and if I wanted to not have minus 50% to my trade power, then I would put the eunuch faction in charge. But look at also technology cost minus 75%, and you might think, wow, free tech. But you also pay 60% extra for being Chinese and 50% for inward perfection. So instead of minus 110% extra cost, it would only bring it down to 35% extra cost. So, problem. Ming faces a lot of problems, so although they look powerful on the outside, when it boils down to it, a stiff breeze could make them explode. Make them explode, huh? That sounds like a good idea. Of course, as I said, it's just time to sit back right now. There's not terribly much going on. I got Delhi as a vassal, trying to get their relations high, and I'm forging a few claims here and there. Whoa! Thank you, Delhi, for marching into this battle. Fortunately, Delhi takes control of this battle, so we're using their discipline and not mine, so I don't need the faction, the temple faction in charge for that. If anything, it was good to take care of rebels on Delhi. I wonder if there were Hindu rebs. I wasn't paying attention there. Manchu's opinion of me? I don't honestly care. Right, the Oirat Horde is starting to integrate the Mongol Khanate. It's quite important that I pay attention to the power struggle between the hordes there. The status quo has been upheld so far. I think, yeah. In fact, they don't seem to be doing anything to each other. Normally the Manchu tries to rip into the Oirat, while the Chagatai tries to play the middleman. Kazan is attacking Nagai, Chagatai and Kashmir. Yeah, Kazan's gonna win that. Yeah, definitely. Kazan is mighty. Although, don't they normally have a bit more land than that? Looks like something golden bit into them. Whether it's the Horde or Muscovy remains to be seen. Back from dinner. Hype tanks refilled. Welcome back, Lucas. It's not the same without you. Shoutouts to Lucas. He is a brilliant strategist. I'm still forging these claims because they're going to come in handy later on, hopefully. At the moment, it really is just kind of sit back and chill. If you've got some cleaning to do around the house, or you really need to fold away those clothes, I would do it now, because nothing to get excited about. Recht now. Right, so far I had a plan, and the plan has so far gone okay. There's certainly been some differences. I did not expect Timmy to attack Delhi as quickly as they did. I also expected Delhi to accept the loan faster than they did, but neither of those things happened. I really had to think on my feet to get Ro into my possession. Ro is actually crucial to this entire run, and later on you will see why. I had intended to beat out Afghanistan out of Timurids, but with rebel problem and Punjabi problems, I was forced to not do that and simply sell for Ro. But the mighty Johan seems to have helped me out there by putting him under a personal union with the Golden Horde. Although Golden Horde must tank stability because it seems it breaks on its death. Officials in the bureaucracy faction have undertaken a project to expand the levy in Wenshan by improving and updating local censuses. Good! Can either gain manpower or base tax. Who's going to say no to 100 ducats? I'm certainly not. Holy carp, it's DDR Jake. Hello, squirrel. Jake, it's a bit too late for the April Fool's prank. I didn't realise at the time, but I started Navarra on April the 1st. And who was the fool there? Tell you who, it was Castile. Right. These are some nice decisions because I get to choose who goes into power with them. A lot of the decisions are based around... They're actually overwhelmingly good, but they will usually push the faction that you want in power out of power. So, a mixed bag of sausages, those. It doesn't cost diplomatic power to assign new rivals, so I'm taking off rivals and making new ones in order to lower the chance of being caught fabricating claims significantly. Vrodnar Viking, welcome. It is good to see you. Man, how on earth... Did I kill the Timurids king or something? Hordes should not end up in personal unions. Oh, okay. Defender against Crimea in the Timurid succession war, but the Ottomans got involved. Whoa, hold on. If Crimea wins that, Timmy will be under personal union with Crimea. And that's kind of good, maybe? I don't know. I try to plan for everything, but how can you plan for that? Yeah, Navarra was a success. Navarra was a runaway success. Okay, I succeeded the goal only by 1815 by plunging into bankruptcy, but I was satisfied with it. Right, stability or inflation. Take that stab hit. Get ourselves the Mint Master. If I ever get involved in finances, that's going to be my title. I want people to call me the Master of the Mint. Jake, wouldn't that make Timurids allies of the Ottomans of Crimea 1? Kind of, but that means that if I would be completely safe from Timurid intervention. You know, the Timurids, in most games they will come down here like a sack of bricks and then eventually just collapse. But this means I can't even vassalize these guys, and that is going to work out to my advantage. Also, what's interesting is Vijayanagara has not expanded. I guess Cochin was just too much of a threat to them. Confucian wisdom. Give me the admin power. Thank you, please. Everything is probably according to plan right now. One thing that bothers me somewhat is that the stream for me shows me as being offline, so I can't tell how many viewers I've got. The chat's moving pretty quickly though, so I'm guessing it's a fair few. Kinda miss the olden days. Ramazan, 5 viewers, 1 message every half hour. Those were the days. Right, I shouldn't settle for 1 claim off of Korea, because you never know when Japan's just gonna go blitzkrieg on them. So we'll go for Chunky Chong as well as our next claim target. Doing alright not to get caught by these. My aggressive expansion will fade away. Also, it means Timmy went out of that coalition against me, so fan-bloody-tastic. Okay, right, great. The hordes are fighting between themselves. Manchu thinks he can take on the Orate Horde and Mongol on his own. That's simply impossible. I would stake everything on Manchu losing. Get a Mongol Khanate on their own is good enough here. You're fighting in your own territory with your own bonuses, and you got smashed. Manchu, I shake my head. Also, I got caught fabricating. Ooh, okay. That made the Japanese quite itchy on the trigger finger towards me. 152? Jeez. Half of them are going to leave within an hour going, what the hell is he doing? But that's okay. I know what I'm probably doing. I'm wishing I had more diplomats, that's for sure. Thanks for the updates, guys. Tengu. There might actually be a Tengu game someday, because I was looking at their ideas earlier and I was thinking, these are pretty cool. I mean, why did they go out of their way to give Tengu specific ideas, but they couldn't give any to Russian miners or French vassals? Blows my mind, but it made them interesting. It also doesn't look too bad. Shan has enough problems of their own. You could probably get support for independence from, let's see, you're Buddhist, so this nation that I really don't like, Ayutthaya. They're all you'd really need. Between them and Khmer, they can slap Shan silly. Nobility cannot be bought. That's good. I need to have positive stability. If my emperor were to die suddenly, I would... I'd lose one stability and I'd lose the mandate of heaven. I'd have to buy it back, and I don't want to do that. Now... I hate you for teasing me at the beginning. I don't know why you would believe anything about my games at face value. Okay, we got our claim on Korea. I still want more though. I can't begin annexing Delhi for a few years, so that's troublesome. I kind of want some claims to the south, but maybe that's not for the better. I got a claim on Heixi, right? Viet Bach a bit might not be a bad idea. Get rid of all these other rivals to dissuade them from being in coalitions against me. Wrong one. Now, I haven't vassalized Dai Viet in a very long time. If somebody knows what their vassalization cost is and the best way to vassalize them, I'd be most appreciative if you could tell me, because I don't know it. Gotta keep those those monarch points flowing, because they're hard to come by. Falalalan will never play. YouTube throws rights violation requests down my throat every time I upload a song that has Falalalan in it. I beat them down every time, but it's not enough. I just don't want to be bothered by them anymore. Even though I doubt the original person is going... Oh, wow! Okay. Free claim. I see that every day. Now, what else can I do? Japan's vassals can't join coalitions other than against each other, right? Right? I'm going to improve my relations with the Nippon. Vassalization cost is easy to calculate, just a bit of counting. Well, Difficult to count right now. Because I mean, I'm doing so much conquering. Ugh. It's going to be a long night. My core on row is almost complete, so at least that's something. Harsh treatment still in effect for until the duration of the core. That's okay. Can't use a different version of Falalalan. Well, if I can find what's the word? Free something? Public domain version of Falalalan, then by all means hit me up with it. And somebody sent me a dubstep remix of Falalalan. That was awful. Oh, Manchu pieced out. I guess the Orient didn't have anything to win there. It wouldn't take any land it didn't border. %2 per base tax plus 2.8 per... okay. Gain 20 admin power or lose 20 admin power. Who comes up with these? My Diplo power is suffering, but that's not a problem. It was awful. Stay classy. Okay. We'll just have to make do with the original EU3 music and EU4 and CK2. The music's alright on my side, but I don't know if it's too quiet on your end. Let me know if you need it cranked up a bit. I should think about who hates me. Anybody worth improving relations with. I don't want a Utah getting on the wrong side of me, so that's something to try. What? Ryukyu labelled me as a rival? You think big, I'll give you that. Emperor Ho Takada. Yeah, purge them. Didn't that event used to cost stability? Okay, the Orient and Shan are in cahoots. It's also important to keep an eye on several specific nations. Nepal, friendless. Kangra, nobody important. Orissa fell to bits. Tibet, some pretty important friends, especially that Malwa. Malwa take off like a rocket in every bloody game. They're also allied with Pegu. And okay, yeah, sure. All is peaceful. This is nice. Starting to feel real bad for that guy that abandoned a party to come and watch this. I can start integrating Delhi soon. Maybe I should get rid of these mercs. But what if I need them? The trouble is I can't get more men over here unless I ask for 3 bits of military access. And I would get them all. Okay. Huh. Maybe it's not such a bad way of doing things right now. Yeah, that's an idea. We'll get rid of you. And we'll try and get some real foot troops on the case. 7 should be fine. How many have I got over there? Mercs excluded. 7 and 8's 15. Should be okay. Many of them are horses, but we all know my my position about horses. This is all still set up for the Grand Master Plan, so I suppose that's good for the guys that are arriving late. I know many people... I made quite a few mistakes with the whole time zone thing. Apparently I don't live in GMT right now. I live in BST. What a load of BST. Okay, Ro has become part of us. Ro is the wrong religion, the wrong culture, but it's the most western piece of land that we have. It's also pretty revolting, so... No, the nationalism will go away. Hold on, give it the next tick. Booyah, no revolts here, hombre. At least, none in particular. Convert Ro to Confucian. No. No, 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 no. What I will do, however, since it only costs Diplo power, I'm going to get the eunuchs in power. It costs about 50 Diplo power, but that's okay because it allows me to tech up. Tech up 1. That's very risky to tech that up right now, but I'm all about the risk taking. Now I can support rebellions. That's right, with the eunuchs in power, that's 75% off my technology cost. Also makes advisors free. But I don't want them in power for long, so well, we'll enjoy them for a little while, I suppose. Gives me a free merchant. Gives me free diplomatic relations as well, that's kind of important. Come on, Japan, I'm wanting to see you gobble things up here. Why are you so rubbish? Wait, which one are they doing right now? I'm not familiar with these little Japanese states. Yamana. 2 provinces? So-so. Alright, Delhi, can I annex you yet? Yes, I can. Since I'm flooded with money right now, you can have a little gift. Just something from me to you. And let's get annexing. These are some very rich lands to have cores on, so I'm quite keen on them. 11, 7, 7, 11. That's a lot of base tax. It's all Hindu, though. Could be troublesome. One issue I have is on my Iron Man mode I can't press next song to pass by the ones that really don't do it for me. And the one playing right now is one of those open seas. I should sort out my music at some point. There's some excellent tracks, but they only play if you play as the Byzantines or the Ottomans. I tried to bring them into my regular playlist, so we'll see if they play at all. Ooh, free stability. Don't mind if I do. The faction events are really good. Really, really good. It's a shame you lose them if you westernize. I know that in previous versions of the game it was possible to westernize and keep factions, but they've fixed that now, much to my dismay. There's an event that fires shortly after that removes factions if you westernize. Also, Golden Horde kept the personal union. Jeez, Timmy might be a problem yet. But they're going to have terrible legitimacy when they break free. Huh. Interesting. Maybe I should attack Timmy. Under the... No, I wouldn't be able to release anything from them if I was dealing with Golden Horde. I'd have to wait for Timmy to be independent. Timmy might still be a threat to me. If I could just see the Golden Horde, I could figure out what their problem was. Is it because Timmy hates them, or is it because they have no prestige? They can't hate them, they've got a royal marriage. Even though they're probably much larger, so Golden Horde must have gotten wrecked by... Yeah, they would have gotten wrecked by Crimea, that'll be it. Oh, wow. Can't make this stuff up. Free stability again. Alright. May 1477. Things get pretty interesting then. Also, somebody just told me that the Twitch chat is dead. I guess I don't have any way of confirming this. Okay. And now I get the autosaving glitch. Well, it's a couple minutes I can take to grab a drink. I was gonna say, if I'm still live and Twitch chat is dead, could someone message me on Steam, but... Does anyone even have me on Steam? Okay, Tandy's saying that it's okay, but the chat's dead. Well, let's keep rolling. As soon as the chat's working again, somebody fire me some messages. Always something getting in the way. Alright, okay, I see CJPS89 confirming that the stream is up. Thanks, guys. Now we can watch about, how long? 1477. Can we not speed that up? Our good advisor is dead, unfortunately. Ah, well. Let's get that tech whilst we can still afford it, with the eunuchs in power. Now when you put the... damn, diplomat. I wanted statesman. And we need a shake-up, apparently. When you put the bureaucrats in power, you get +1 possible advisors. Unfortunately, you don't lose that advisor magically when they get booted out. So I was hoping I could use them to cycle through advisors, but it looks like these guys are going to live for a while. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy! Man, I'm glad my two useless rulers are dead. So now I've got an excellent regency council with an even better heir. Everything is coming up Minghouse. Let's celebrate with a few more claims. Pyongyang sounds good. Give it to me. Make it so. And Japan grows ever stronger. This is good. Guess I'll hire that guy for the better relations over time. Don't want any of those coalitions forming against me. Multan, no thank you. Oh, speaking of no thank you, Hindu zealots? Are you actually going to be able to convert that? Probably not. But I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to attach myself to you. Since you have the general, you will take over. You will take charge of the battle, so we'll use your discipline. Let's torch these rebels and get away. Are you gonna follow them? Or do I have to do everything? Yeah, no need to thank me or anything. I like how this game looks like a world conquest is going to be utterly impossible. It adds to the hype. Why, thank you. Can't get enough of that hype. I'm sorry, St. Lucas, my faith wavered. I am a sinner. Alright, I wonder if they're actually going to convert that. No, it's impossible. They must have had and lost either stability or piety. I wish they would cancel their missionaries when that becomes the case. But I can't wish my life away, unfortunately. Whoa, you can't make this up. 653 and a 633? Long live the Empress. Alright, what in the world? Golden Horde conquest of Crimea? And that, yeah, Timmy is definitely going to see the light of freedom at the end of this. Which is actually bad news for me. I'm gonna label them as an interesting nation. Hopefully they'll tell me if they break free or not. Praise RN Jesus. I can still muck this up. Let's just hope I don't. Quick-fingered eunuch. I'm afraid he's got to die. Puts the bureaucrats in power. Lowers our diplomatic limit. But gives us more money, and dip power is only a number anyway. Not even a very important one. But damn, I really want that statesman. Yeah, it's just money, sure. Just gotta take it easy. There are no problems here. Gotta admit, I'm tempted to vassalize Tibet. But they have a surprisingly powerful chain of alliances. We'll leave them be for now. Whoa, okay. Oriate Horde grows ever stronger. Allied with Shan and Tibet. But they're neutral towards me. Let's try and increase some relations so it stays that way. They've become an administrator, so they're no longer hostile. And if they're going to kill anyone, surely it'll be Manchu and not me. Surely. With all those claims they have on me. Uesugi is on a roll. Is there a gold province around here? No, Kai. Oichi looks like they're going to be the next target. Yeah, improving relations with Oichi and Otomo. Alright, everything's okay. Just gotta chill. What unfitting music right now. Yeah, I really need to think about westward expansion, but maybe this personal union is going to be a bigger problem than I thought. He's getting on in years, and by the time Delhi starts looking like a viable part of the Ming world, Timmy will probably be a free spirit and looking to crush me. Although they don't have the mission to take Delhi anymore, so lol to that, I guess. Oh no, Manchu, none of that. My claims! Leave him alone! A disappointing assortment of advisors. What, lose 10 prestige or gain 10 prestige? Sorry, is that a question? Yeah, the side effects are affecting the faction system, so in a way it gives you a bit of control. If I wanted the bureaucrats out, could have taken that. It's actually quite a nice system, the factions, but just Ming, blech. Prestige or Diplo power. It's unfortunate, without the statesman things are going about 40% slower. But once Delhi becomes part of the fold, then it all changes. Then things get real. Real doki doki, because I can't make a mistake. Changing factions in EU3, yeah, that was awful. Pretty much depended on who you had in power. Keep the faith. Okay. I don't think I have the pop-up for when advisors die. When one of our advisors... Okay, it does pop up. Didn't realise it did. Hadn't noticed them so far. It is 3 AM here, still waiting. What is he doing? Well, 1476 looks to be the magic date. Shame I don't have a statesman, because the lack of one is severely slowing me down. And I only got one speed. Too fast. I think I used that one earlier. Don't even care. Now you have no allies and neither does Korea. This is interesting. And potentially very useful. Theologian. See you later. But where's my statesman? Also, oh, I really do not want Korea to take Haixe. That's my only claim on Manchu, and the only one I can make. I can't claim their capital. Don't let me down, Manchu. Alright, Oriat Horde no longer so angry towards me, which is definitely a plus. Jake, don't forget the shameless plugging whilst you have viewers, YouTube channel and follow your Twitch. No. What a horrible waste of time that would be for anyone. What would I say? Hey, this stream is incredibly long, boring, and has nothing happening. If you want even more of it, well, I got hundreds of videos of nothing happening. Now, do what you want in your spare time. You'd probably be better off reading a book right now. Lose 10 legitimacy. Oh, but that tax. Can't argue with that tax. Okay, Timmy is still in that personal union, but now he's at war with the Chagatai et al. Hey, good. Keeps Timmy busy. Keeps him from breathing out, breathing on my neck. Bullion leaves the country. Just pay the money. Money's not really an issue for the mighty Ming right now. Multan no longer in the coalition. Great. Now, 6 and 2 is 8 and 7 is 15. I wonder if that's okay. Surely it'd be okay. Surely. But maybe not. Ming, the largest Asian OPM. I think they're the largest country in the game to begin with. 52 provinces large. What's Timmy? 22? France doesn't even have that many. Ooh. Hey Faye, tell me more about yourself, Hey Faye. Four base tax, make it 6. I love that event. Base tax is so powerful. Probably not as powerful as I think it is, but just the idea of having high base tax lands of your culture and your religion just make me swoon. Basque Ming Asian OPM World Conquest. Funny that you should suggest Gujarat. Oh no, you stay the hell away from me. Fight Malwa or something. I can't be doing with this. Ulm is the only acceptable grey. Yep. Alright, Chagatai's making advances on Timmy. That's good. Keep them weak. Not that I want Chagatai at my doorstep either, but they're the lesser of the two evils, that's for sure. Conquest of Timmy. Great. Oh wow, I could get more military tech if I had the eunuchs in power. But they're gaining influence anyway. You were saying funny, I should suggest... I was going to say funny you should suggest Basque Ming. You might know that you can change cultures in this game, however Ming is specifically scripted not to be able to take the change culture decision, so unfortunately that's not an option. You wouldn't be able to see a Basque Ming. Let's get quarantining, and I don't care about one province's powerful noble. Getting pretty close, getting pretty doki doki right now. Let's hope I don't fall into a war. Nobody seems too keen on attacking me though, so it's okay. Oh boy, Vijayanagar's finally going for it. Korea's in a bit of a tither. Border friction, okay. Don't care about Diviet's feelings towards me. Scottish Queen on Reddit. Can we expect this? I will not be forming the Qing Empire. Nor will I be forming Greyskin, just in case you thought that would happen. Ugh. The very thought. He is a credit to the nation, or I didn't think it was that good. Kind of funny, but what have we got? I kind of want the bureaucrats out, so we'll take the prestige hit. Which puts the eunuchs in power, which gives me remarkably cheaper tech. 778. That's pretty good, but we're not going to take it just yet. We'll take our better military technology. How about you? Yeah. Might as well tech up whilst the going is good. Oh boy, this Doki Doki music. It's making me nervous. Right, now I just have to not bollock this up. Right, deep breaths, because if I make a mistake here, it is game ogre. Alright. Let's get OPMing first and foremost. Yeah, the bureaucrats are out of office. Now, I want to release Zoe. And I want to release Z.